I mean, there was a point that came up when we were talking to Ruth about actually speaking to people outside the creative sort of industry. I mean, it seems to me that you can talk to anyone, and it's not something you don't really care whether they're an artist or not.
No. I mean, I was privileged because winning the Cosmopolitan Magazine Awards on my birthday, the 12th of November. I was invited for breakfast tea with Sarah Brown at 10 Downing Street. And she was there avidly involved in talking about my projects. And I actually don't work with a lot of creatives, so to speak. In one aspect I have to because of the nature of the work we do on delivery, but in terms of all the strategic work, these people wouldn't have a clue what Twitter is, to be quite honest, and it's really great because you actually feel quite powerful, because it's all about knowledge, and and you're like the expert, and they're having to like attentively listen to you and go, you need to do this, you need to implement this in your business, you need to engage with your client groups by using these kind of social networking. And to the confused looks on people's faces who are earning £70,000 a year, got degrees, expensive company cars, it's brilliant. So no, I actually enjoy more talking to non-creative people than the creative people.
Are you friends with Sarah Brown on Twitter?
No, actually, but I think I might actually have to start following her now, to be quite honest.
Who are your sort of contemporaries that you sort of align yourself with within Birmingham? Who else is doing it in terms of
individuals or organisers?
Successful businesses and successful people.
I actually don't align myself with anybody. I think there's the beauty of being unique and kind of standalone, not standoffish but kind of standalone, but also we work with people as and when we need to. I hate these whole cliquey networks and these things, you're either in or you're not. So to be quite honest, I'm not. I'd rather not be, and it kind of gives me more scope to do what I do. And when I do come there, people are like, well, who's she? I've never seen her before, blah, 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 and they make it a talking point to actually speak to me. So I am part of certain networks and things like that. But a lot of people have got jobs in the creative sector and not necessarily entrepreneurs. And I think I spend more time with people that don't make a lot of money and are very more creative than people that work for somebody and make a lot of money for somebody else, because they're quite boring, to be quite honest. So, yeah.
Okay, so are you a person that sort of plans ahead? Have you got any future?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've planned everything that I want to do till the end of 2010. However, when it comes to actually implementing those plans, I'm not actually the very best person. Like, I did my PowerPoint presentation at 8:30 this morning, and I had all the notes on the table, but I didn't refer to any of them. So basically, I think that planning is very, very important, and also keeping on top. That's why I'm always learning, always online. I'm looking at what's coming out in the future. One of the reasons why I pay a lot of money, thousands of pounds, to go to Cannes every year for Medium is to find out about the new technology that's going to come, and I'm finding out things 12 months before certain people in the UK, and it kind of gives us that cutting edge and that kind of we're the experts, and we're then paying people for our knowledge, and that's really, really great. But I think planning's important, but I think sometimes things grow embryonically, and things that I planned to do this year all went out the window, and other things come up. As opportunities arise, you just basically seize them, basically.
So what's on the horizon?
On the horizon is we're actually relaunching True Life as an online weekly magazine on the 18th of December. On February the 5th, we're launching our quarterly print edition, and we're doing the second edition of the Take Two magazine, which is paid for by somebody else, but we publish it for them and we design it for them. And we're also going to be expanding overseas and doing some work in the Caribbean next year in 2010. We've got some stuff lined up in Jamaica in March, some stuff Caribbean Fashion Week as well in Jamaica in June. We're actually hosting the official after party of the International Music Festival in St Kitts. We're going to be doing fashion photo shoots out there and a lot of other stuff. I mean, we've got lots of things planned. How much can we actually get around to doing? Because I've got quite a lot of big ideas. I'll only know come 2010.
Fantastic.
Can I ask you a question, actually? Yeah. You've obviously been involved in a lot of events before. What did you think of what happened the other day at Millennium Point?
I was actually in London at the time. We were sponsored for Miss Black Britain, and I just heard on the news that it got shut down and that somebody probably potentially got stabbed and was overcrowding and things like that. It's funny when the guy says, oh, we can't control big plans. Crowds are supposed to be the big city, but the big city plan, which I find quite hilarious, because I'm constantly going to the city council. Now they all want to meet with me now. I've got a few letters after my name, but I was nobody, a couple of months ago. And I just think it's like they need to kind of get a real shake-up. I think the city's not going to move forward because we are actually still not the people that control the power as much as creative we're going to be, until the people that control the power kind of see from our way of thinking, our budget of artists, you know, creative professionals that need to be controlled, and or they go off on crazy tangents, then there's a lot of things are not going to happen, and they're going to have major public embarrassments like what happened last week. And my only thing I can say is serves them bloody right.
Do you think they just badly organised it? Was that the problem?
Well, it could be badly organisation, but also as well, Birmingham is not an event city that does kind of major events, concerts and things like that, and have kind of celebrity artists. So they're not kind of used to that, and they have their rigid processes of how they do work. They're not really necessarily process that can work today or within the climate that we're in now, and it's only when things go wrong that certain organisations change, and hopefully they'll start to kind of listen to people like ourselves a bit more.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Okay,
That's great.
Cool. Brilliant stuff.